I have to ask you a question.
All right.
Are you dating anyone else?
No, I'm not. Of course not.
Okay. Next question.
Wait, please, don't ask it.
I'm going to ask it. Are you having sex with other people?
We never said we were exclusive.
You son of a bitch! As if I had to ask that.
I told you not to ask.
You never said we were exclusive. After a year, you still don't know me well enough? You knew I wanted us to be exclusive. Are you listening to me?
Yes, I'm listening. Calm down.
Did you learn anything about me? That I wouldn't want you fucking everyone you meet?
You're exaggerating. They didn't mean anything. None of them.
It didn't mean anything. The most banal line in all existence.
They didn't.
It meant something to me. And obviously it meant something to you. But another orgasm, another thrill at deception, another confirmation that you're so hot. Of course it meant something.
You're overstating it. Sex isn't always such an important event.
Who were they? These people. Tell me.
Nobody. Just some young guys.
Just.
Yeah, they'd come over and blow me, and that was it. That
Oh,
was
how
it.
tender. Oh, what a lovely thought.
That's what it was.
Oh, and that's supposed to make me feel better.
If you listen, yes, it would.
Your phrasing. It makes perfect sense.
What do you mean by that?
You're a pro. And lying back and getting service, hands folded behind your head. The young ones, they don't know any better.
They weren't all young. It's just the sensation, nothing more.
You don't even look me in the eye when we started on each other. Or rather, I on you. Suddenly I went from Perry to baby or yeah, man. Where were you?
With you every time.
I know where you were. You'd close your eyes and you'd be with the next one from Grindr. The one from just before I arrived. God damn, everything about you.
I was with you.
We're in our 50s. You're supposed to know better. I know better. I mean, how long do we even have to find someone? Oh, middle age, the middle distance. God, a misnomer.
I never meant to hurt you.
As someone who calls himself a playwright, you need to be more original with dialogue. I'm going to be hurting a long time. I know this about me. You don't.
If you didn't ask, I wouldn't have had to tell you the truth.
You're dyslexic even in your logic. You only told the truth because you were forced to. You know, all this talk about missing words when you read or write because of your handicap. Exclusive. The missing words you left out on us.
Every gay man I know is non-exclusive.
I'm your exception then.
You're old-fashioned.
Oh, let me tell you, I am new-fashioned. The new fashion is for a man to be faithful to another man. That should never go out of fashion.
Is that Anne Wintour's fall forecast?
Oh, so clever. The couples I know, they're exclusive.
So what?
There's such disdain among gay men when it comes to fidelity. We keep demanding, all the trappings, the mirror image of straight life, marriage, divorce, a discount on baby wipes at Costco. And we got it all, but
What?
this. Gay men feel loved stronger than anyone. Yes, that's my bias. We do. When our hearts get broken, they shatter. Hadrian built a city to his dead youth. On his deathbed, Cavafis, the poet, still pined for lads he'd seen wandering the bazaars of Alexandria decades earlier.
Sounds pathetic.
You're not doing the same thing with your old dead one? But are you happy now? You taught him well.
Don't start. Leave him out of this.
This is all about him. For millennia, we weren't allowed to find love. And it's still impossible with people like you out there. When we love fiercer because we know the odds against it. You and your old dead one. And don't hold him up as the model for now. There are two kinds of gay men in this world.
Yeah, I know, tops and bottoms.
No. Those who believe in monogamy and those who don't. The monos versus the polys. I thought you were the one. Being faithful to someone is about being kind to someone else. Being unfaithful is about being kind only to yourself. So, how many?
How many what?
How many fucks did you have during the year that we were together? Do the math. Are we talking dozens?
No.
2 dozen? A baker's dozen? The dirty dozen?
Yeah, maybe
Answer.
a couple. Dozen.
Which means double that.
I'm losing track of the math.
When was the last one?
I don't know.
A month ago?
Sure.
Yesterday? Now all we see, all those faces padding down your little dark hallway to your bedroom. The gallery of photographs lining the walls of you and the dead one, climbing the pyramid, sailing the sounds, palm trees shooting up in the background like exclamation points. All those faces watching you. Oh, and the next one of the moment following right behind.
My hallway's hardly a walk of shame. You and I walked it hand in hand.
I knew it. All along. Your screen, it lights up every millisecond with a grinder mask. You know, I caught you once. I was making dinner for you here in my apartment, and I saw you through the pass-through, scrolling, thumbing out a message for your next after you left.
It's just your imagination. I mean, sometimes I'm on there just because for the thrill. It feels good just to see what I can do. I mean, I have a compulsion. That's all it is. I'm a handsome guy. How many times have you said it?
More than I should have, than you deserve.
Well, I like to keep verifying it. My age, how much longer do I get that? Our expiration dates are coming up.
Oh, we're still on the shelf. You are beautiful. Your expiration date's further away than mine. Although, I was hoping we would expire together.
I told you I was in an open relationship before us. But Will and I, we kept it discreet, you know? We didn't want to flaunt it, especially when he got sick.
Discreet. Yeah, synonym for coward, the both of you. Oh, discreet, code for, you cheat on your boyfriend or your husband or wife and I'll cheat on mine. Neither will know and no one gets hurt.
There's other definitions. It's a way to be quiet about it.
Discreet used to be a classy word, an elegant word. Now it's just part of the online gay lexicon. A language you are fluent in. There's as many of us out there as there are of you.
I'm not some alien. You're no better a person than I am. Oh, I'm sorry. You are.
There are gay men who get hurt by discreet. Discreet always becomes overt. Look me in the eye. You close your eyes every time we have sex.
That's not true, Perry. I see you.
Look at me! Now! Because we are never going to have sex again.
Don't say that.
Oh, it had to be. Some endless slideshow of faces from Manhunt. God, you come so little. I actually thought early on you had your prostate removed. No. It's just that so many are drinking from your well, it's been drained.
Not true.
You had to log on to Pornhub.com for more?
I think of you when I'm on there.
You're looking at porn amateur wannabes with Slavic accents. This is done. Us.
Don't say that. I'll be faithful. Please, I can't hear this. I can't stand it. It'll be better. Hold me.
Hold you? I don't know who needs that, but not from you.
I'll go. Just for a while. You'll feel better then. We'll talk. And then it'll be okay.
No, you don't get to go yet. I get to talk more and you have to listen. For a year, I didn't know you were fucking people who were alive. I thought you were only fucking someone dead. Unfaithful to me with a corpse.
Stop it! His name is Will.
Was Will! Will is dead and has been for 5 years. Not 2 like you keep miscalculating. God, you're dyslexic with numbers too.
It never feels like long enough ago. It's still fresh.
The dead one, and I'm not gonna call him by his name because you don't call me by mine. He was alive, with us, every moment.
That's your compulsion. It's not true.
There on the couch, every episode of Downton Abbey.
He was hot for Tom the Butler.
You well up with tears. Every time we pass the Baringo and you gaze at your favorite table. Boy, you pet that portrait over your fireplace because it resembles him. God, the painting's 18th century. Even he's not that old.
It looks like him.
You tell me. I can't lie on the right side of your bed because it's his. His? He's ashes. That urn takes pride of place in your living room. God, go to Pottery Barn, get a new centerpiece.
We were together 20 years. We were married.
Oh, yes, the betrothed couple. Made official only the last year of his life. You, handsome. You are that. So goddamn beautiful. He, an old man. Green teeth, walker. Freshly dyed chestnut brown hair. God, his skull was already visible.
You're being me.
Listen, if any of us is lucky, we'll be old, decrepit men. Spotted and frail and dying and impotent. But you were married to one from the start.
He was full of life. He was charismatic.
Look at those wedding pictures you posted. You, with that beatific smile, your eyes closed, leaning against him after the tender ceremony as you cut through the rosettes on the cake. You wear a look of pure relief. Oh, I get the classic 6 on Sutton now. The silver tea services, the Steinway, all those cufflinks scattered atop the dresser top with their winking jewels.
This wasn't about money. He gave me an attention and adoration that I never got from my father. I mean, I'm not going to get all Freudian on you, but there's something to that. We loved each other.
You're not so smart either. You don't know about love and marriage. It has many identities. It's not just about sex. It's about loving someone because you admire them. Admire what they've done with their lives, their accomplishments. You love being a part of their life, knowing that somehow you're responsible for their success.
It's all about what he did for you, what I do for you. I know all the secrets you and the dead one had. The sex diary you kept.
I never told you about that.
Just famous around town as Samuel Pepys.
It's just a game that Will and I used to play.
What, recording every conquest you each brought home?
We were young then, or I was.
You recreated Caligula's court. Sutton Place branch. Okay. And then there was the one that you called the Riddler, Batman's foe, because he asked so many questions during your 3 ways, or 10 ways. Oh, and then the one who liked to be peed on. I assume the old man was able to pee for the performance. Yeah. The only people in the world who are pee shy are gay men. Yeah. Anyone who gets pee shy in front of others is gay.
Maybe that's just one of your fetishes, unfulfilled.
The way Will would come staggering home with some lad/hustler from the townhouse and either have you have sex with him so he could watch or ask you to leave the bedroom so he could be alone with them. God, I'd rather be a eunuch than have a marriage like that. Why didn't I hear that as my cue to exit from you?
Will loved making movies. He loved watching role play.
We're not talking Orson Welles. He made films for 5th graders on how to brush their teeth. And finally, it was his chance to give you a starring role.
I can play any part.
Oh, except that of faithful lover. You know, gay marriage has become just a fashion trend. Like handlebar mustaches in the 70s or turned-up collars on Lacoste in the 80s. Only now, it's 50-something-year-old papas wheeling their donor egg, womb-rented babies along 8th Avenue, giddy, picking out diaper pails.
What you're talking about happened long ago. None of what Will and I did in our relationship is any business of yours now.
It's how you live now. Using your past is an excuse for how you live now. It's my business. Gay men, when they reach a certain age, give up on sex. They start wearing big, round, tortoiseshell glasses. They decide to become a character rather than a commodity. Will's were red tortoiseshell.
Nothing's over.
I could never trust you again. That's what makes us permanent. Oh, and happy birthday to me. Thank you for the special gift you've given me on this special day.
You didn't have to ask me today.
No, your birthday present over here. The bag of groceries. Jars of salsa. A bag of blue corn chips. Wine from countries not even admitted yet to the UN. Do you remember what I gave you for yours?
Yes?
What?
Dress shirts. The most comfortable I've ever worn.
Really? Because they're still in the package. Even your mother said, finally you can stop wearing Wills to undress you, to unbutton your shirt. It's like an act of necrophilia. His initials are sewn in along the neckline.
They still fit me. Why would I get rid of them?
Oh, it's all so symbolic. Buttoning up mine would be leaving him for, well, dead. The suede belt I had made for you.
I'm wearing it now, see?
The moment I looked in that bag, I told myself, today's the day I ask Will what he's been up to. No boyfriend gives groceries as a birthday present. Especially two middle-aged men. That unfaithful fraud of a marriage you led with the dead one, you brought that into us. His ghost, it haunts me. And your old dead one's just the kind of old man I loathe. Doesn't come out until his 50s, and then leads the down-low, wife never suspecting. Oh, discreet.
It was a different era for him. Where's your empathy, Perry?
You still know nothing about me, Aaron. Out they come, and they have to make up for lost time by poking everyone they can find, or they replicate their marriage as soon as possible and possess someone. Your dead one wanted both. He got neither.
If I'm so awful, why didn't you write me out earlier? Keep me in the story as a main character. Let the plot thicken between us.
You were finally someone age-appropriate and spectacularly beautiful.
I introduced you to my mother.
And I liked her. Classic socialist Jewish bride from Flatbush.
And I met your aunt and uncle, and I liked them.
And they thanked me for you. When you brought my uncle a glass of water when he woke up from his nap Easter afternoon.
When people wake up, they're thirsty, especially if they're old.
It sounds like a parable that's so true and resonant.
I know it from experience.
Yeah, they thank me for having found someone good enough to do that. My aunt said to me, anyone who would do what you did for my uncle is a good person.
And why didn't you believe her?
I did.
I'm that person.
That glass of water was the best gift you ever gave me. The way the ice clinked in the glass. It was like you were sounding a crude bell in the apartment, something a pilgrim carries to a shrine. I watched you walk from the kitchen to the bedroom, and I thought to myself, this is one of those domestic scenes that will haunt me. In a good way. It'll become part of family lore. If I could paint, I'd have painted that scene.
And what would it show?
It would be a diptych. On one canvas, you walking across the apartment, glass in hand. And on the other canvas, my uncle, awakening, taking it to his lips.
That's what it was. You wouldn't have have to imagine beyond that.
I just wish you were still thirsty for me and not still parched with grief over him. He's more alive to you than I am. Oh, and thank you for exposing me to all those STDs and all the other awards your strangers won for themselves over the years. How many of them fell for you?
People fall for me all the time.
If I added up all the time you spent down on me, it would be 48.9 seconds. Oh, you always come up gasping for air like a deep-sea diver who spotted a great white swimming at him. You know, I edit your plays, but you refuse to change the script.
I'm good with dialogue.
Not with exposition.
I like to write short, get the action going, and exit stage left.
Oh, like your encounters. Change the plot.
So is this just another gay drama with an unhappy ending?
This is about the meaning of fidelity. The hardest state for some people in the world to sustain.
It's time for you to say a new line.
We're all programmed for it, but gay men seem to lack this instinct. They're deficient when it comes to any kind of idea of fidelity.
So you're saying we are abnormal?
Yeah, we are. To see their mate mounting someone else right in front of them, or hear them like banshees behind closed doors is of no consequence. And anyone who would have a problem with that is thought to be unsophisticated or naive. You know, people who are monogamous are happy people. People who cheat, they're not happy.
I'll put that on a t-shirt. I mean, I know plenty of straight people who feel exactly the same way. In fact, I've had plenty of three-ways with husbands and wives.
God damn, the more I have to hear from you. God, the couples I've known who've had an open relationship and then one of them runs off over the gay rainbow with another one of those open people they've met.
That never happened here.
Oh,
I never have been tempted by any of them.
really? But keep it up long enough? Yeah, pun intended, and it worked.
All your proper behavior, all it gets you is heartache. And a lot of waiting for the next one that you're with to come around and be available. When you could have been improper, having fun.
To earn in view during sex so the dead one can watch. You're being revolting.
What? You're seeing ghosts. You're imagining things that didn't even happen.
There's a memoirist who writes about eating the ashes of her mother, licking her finger, tasting. You ever dine out on Will?
Sometimes I hold him
Oh.
in the palm of my hand, sift him through my fingers. The ash is so smooth, I feel like silk.
I watched a leathersmith make that belt for you. I smelled the hide in his shop. Coliseum behind him like a halo. I imagine that belt encircling your waist. I unbuckling it, sliding it out of the loops.
I missed you when you were in Rome. You said you loved me. You said it twice. You wrote it in a postcard, and you said it.
And
People are always telling me they love me. They say it too soon. You said it too soon. I mean, I crave attention, I admit it, but when it comes too early or it's too strong, I go the other way.
the 54-year-old twink who breaks so many hearts. You haven't been unfaithful. You've been compulsively faithful to an app. Do you remember how many times I would get up from my chair here and walk around the table just to kiss you again? Just kiss you on the forehead. Tell me, anyone in your past who ever did that? No one.
You don't know what it's like to be a widower.
I don't. We're all widowers. Any of us who's ever had anyone. I mean, what gay man our age didn't lose friends by the dozens and partners during the height of it all? Cal, love of my life. He's alive. I can call him, text him, but he's married. I'm a widow, and that the great love he and I shared dissipated. I never once unfaithful, do you hear me?
Oh, I heard you. Congratulations.
I can tap into a mournful state if I think about that, or the deceased youth we both possessed as a couple. I can reference grief instantly if I think about our dead parents, friends, a collective of people. We can never reassemble that expired family of people. My widowerhood is different than yours, and that the person I loved and lived with for a long time of my life is alive still, but forever inaccessible, tantalizingly distant, a living ghost. Yours a dead ghost. Why have you allowed yours to live on and me to die?
You're the one seeing ghosts. He's alive just to me. He haunts me. You've heard me joke about how my apartment is haunted. You've heard the sounds yourself, the shower going on in the middle of the night, the noises from the maid's wing. Will wouldn't want to scare me, but he watches over me to make sure everything's going well for me. I don't believe in ghosts, but I do believe in a spirit watching over me. I talk to him, but I don't see him.
I think you do.
Where would that be?
In the middle distance. It's a place we all look sometimes and go. It's neither up nor down, either side. And it really is the other dimension. I see you staring there all the time.
Why did you hate Will so much? You don't even know him.
Anyone who dyes their hair at 82 deserves to be hated.
Tin did not die. No tin foiling required.
He kept you undeveloped. He never let you become an adult. Grow up. Be the person you should be right now, this moment.
I'll bury the ashes. I'll scatter them. I'm not falling in love with any of these guys. If anything, they make me fall more in love with myself. It just, when I'm with them, it feels so good. It just reconfirms that I'm desirable, and even if they don't know a thing about me, they want me. But sex is better when there's love. How many times have I said that? Wasn't that a tip-off that I might be finding sex elsewhere? I lived with a man almost 40 years older than me. I saw what happened. Will didn't exactly turn heads on the street. I'm not sure he did when he was young. But rather than be a participant in sex, he became a witness, watching me with guys that he brought home for me, or ones that I brought home for myself.
With or without the tortoise shells on.
If you want to talk this out, you're gonna have to listen. Or he'd want me to be in the next room having sex with someone. It gave him satisfaction knowing that he had someone cute enough living with him, devoted to him, who could bring home others. I don't want to be that guy, be him at that age. So I have to keep doing what I'm doing until, well, I don't know, when it's over, when they go.
You mean when they zip up?
I don't even think about them again. The moment I close that door, the memory has vanished already. I feel calmer, my body feels calmer. But the urge, the compulsion, it returns.
It's ironic. He's the one who found love as an old man.
On his deathbed, Will knew he was loved. That's the way to exit the world. That's what you resent. He left victorious.
I agree with that. I had a room full of people who loved me. As a lover, father, a husband to both sexes. Oh, I deserve to exit that way. Many people in this, well, your world, want love, know how to give it, but don't get it. usually make a visit from the middle distance. Well, that is where you'll find any of us, but I may make myself heard in the apartment, but rarely seen. Those of us who know where we are, what we are, now that we are dead, we keep it a secret about us occupying that place. The saddest people in this world are those who believe only what can be explained. Now, take a look at the night sky. Explain that. Any of you. There is more that is mystery than there is fact. What makes us? Some of us desire someone of our own sex. And what is it with that idea that in death you get all the answers to what preceded it, but you don't? You remain literally and metaphorically in the dark. Oh, when Aaron talks to me in the apartment, I can answer him without speaking. Oh, he hears me. He nods his head. Tears might come to him. He might laugh. There isn't one of you out there who has not spoken in the dark at night to someone you loved who's not there anymore. Call yourself a non-believer, devotee of hard science only, an atheist, whatever, but you have spoken into an empty room or a chair with no one sitting in it, or conversed with the air while walking on a country road. Well, some of us, we were more fortunate. I married in my early 20s to a lovely young girl. Well, we did that then. As far as desire, when you're that young, you can fake it. But for fortunate, no, Lord. I produced a family. And when I was done with that life, I went on to the one with Aaron. Yes, he was the one. Well, I got a glimpse of that life, you know. What the hell? I spent a lot of time on the second circle. Lost. You only live once. Why limit yourself? No. Fidelity. A dogma never for me. In my kinder moments, I might sympathize with someone who thinks that it's so important. Well, and I have to admit that those who believe in an open relationship really don't love as well. And as for Aaron, well, as much as I could settle on one person, he was the one. No one more attractive than he came along. So, did he use me? Oh, please, each of us uses the other for something. So, why not love a beautiful young man who loves you? I like to get it all. Aaron slept beside me from age 66 till death did us part. I'm not monogamous in death either. I make myself available to others. I do visit them. And just because Perry makes love with passion and tenderness and pets their hair and kisses their sweat-beaded brows doesn't mean that the rest of us do that. He imagines that Aaron bestows upon strangers the same affection that he shows when he's with Aaron. I've watched them in the bed that I shared with Aaron. Oh, the scenarios that Perry has in his head are really of true lovemaking, but if he only realized how ridiculous Aaron's late-night meetings are? He wouldn't be in such misery. Well, it's his imagination, his undoing, their undoing. Perry, he makes every act of sex into something holy. C'est la mort.
It's only midsummer, but the season's almost over. What are you talking about? Any day now, any hour, I'll hear those cicadas. No matter how hard I try to be away every summer, I always seem to be here when they hatch. I'll be in the apartment, and suddenly I'll hear them out there in the park, in the trees. They're lovely to hear. Long and winding down line of theirs.
I hear them at my mom's place in the country. An audible uncoiling, the first hint of fall.
There's an instant sadness to the sound. Every year I hear it alone. I was convinced I would be hearing them this year with you, and that it wouldn't make me so melancholy. It wouldn't be just the end of a season, but the beginning of a new one. I tried to do what you do.
Meaning?
Be online. Join every one of those sites. Be as addicted as you are.
I know. I saw your torso. If you want to get more action, you need to put more than just your nipples.
And you never said anything.
I didn't care. It doesn't bother me.
It bothers me more than anything. Your indifference. Unlike you, I can develop feelings right away, even for strangers. I can feel an ache for them when they're smart and sexy, and they can quote Elizabeth Bishop or reference a Caravaggio. I could long for them. I want to kiss them on the forehead.
Stop with that detail. Are you trying to torture me with this? It's you that's been unfaithful.
That's how Dick, your best friend, thinks. Every man has two minds in his body.
Dick is dumb. Aaron is smarter.
Your Dick is a genius.
You haven't really been kissing anyone on the forehead since we've been together, have you?
Of course I have. Oh, and I linger there as long as I can. My lips pressed against their skin, feeling them vibrate with delight. It's something so intimate in the hookup.
Stop it. I told you, God damn you. You're the one I want. You kiss someone's forehead? It's such betrayal.
Why? Because there's a person there and not just body parts?
You deserve this then.
Your deceit?
You're the addict. Addicted to wanting to hurt me. You're sharing your love for me with someone else? You should be apologizing to me. What I have is a compulsion, an addiction. I can't help it. What you're doing, it's deliberate.
Unlike Will, you're a live one. I had no other agenda than to hear the cicadas with you. Come into summer and on into fall.
We can go up to my family's cabin and rake leaves this September.
Seasonal change. I'll hear the cicadas. The leaves will fall, but they won't be falling on us. I'd always hoped that, ever since that Easter afternoon, that, I don't know, someday in the future we'd be bringing a glass of water to each other upon awakening from a nap.
Please, let me bring you some water.
I'm not old yet. Still in the middle.
Please don't leave me, Will.
He won't. The name, by the way, it's Perry. Listen. The cicadas.